In this video, we're going to talk about evaluating and working with functions. So maybe you have a function that looks like this. C of t equals 20t divided by t squared plus 6. This may seem rather artificial, but you see functions like this in medicine, where the input is the number of hours since a drug was administered, and the output is the concentration of the drug. So here the input is t, and that same input appears on the right-hand side of the equality as well, here and here. So suppose you want to know what is C of 5, to pick a number at random. That is to say, when the input is 5, what is the output? So here's the way this works. The input appears on the left, and the input appears on the right. We've replaced the input t on the left with 5. That's our new input. And we're going to go over here on the right, and everywhere the old input t appears, we're going to replace it with the new input 5. So whatever you replace the input with over here, you replace the input over here with that same thing. So 20 times 5 is 100 divided by 31. We can do this with things that are more complicated than numbers. So I'm about to move my document camera. Let me copy this down here so that I'll still be able to see it. What do I mean? I was saying something about replacing t with something more complicated than numbers. Well, you could, and we're going to see applications of this. Maybe you want a function, g of t, to be the input. Well, you go over to the right, and everywhere the old input appears, you replace it with the new input. Maybe you want to replace t with t plus h. We can't really go into details at this level, but a f of t plus h appears in an important definition in calculus. So this is something that we sometimes want to do. Well, we go over to the right, and everywhere the old input appears, we replace it with the new input. So whether we're evaluating c of a number, or c of a function, or c of an expression, all of these were handled the same way. This thing you have in the parentheses is an input, and what you have over on the right is an input. It hopefully makes sense if you replace the input over here, you replace the input over here as well.